What's up, Kyle? What's going on, guys? C4. So that's a backward pawn now. I like that. Let's throw this check in, put our queen here. We'll just try to win the d pawn. That's the plan. Just go for this pawn. I might even castle. I might even castle long. Is that too aggressive? Maybe I'm safer over here. We'll just play rook d8. Just because that looks a little scary. Alright, so that pawn's not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and castle. And then maybe we can triple up. This doesn't work, I don't think. Don't have any tricks there. You can bring the knight in. It's probably good. Threaten to just take that and then take the pawn. Yeah, this was kind of an impromptu thing. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I had some free time. I'm trying to get over 2100, so I figured I would just see if we can do it tonight. I think I'm just gonna move this up and then bring this rook over. And I don't care if he takes that, I'll just take. But I want to get as much pressure on this pawn as I can. Okay, that's fine. And I definitely don't want to take this way because I have this backward pawn to attack. If I take that way, I have no good targets anymore. So we're going to go here, hopefully win a pawn, go into an endgame. Ideally we have 4 against 3, and that's how we win, in theory. So if I take it now, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, and I lose this pawn. So let's go f6 to defend that. I don't know how he's going to save that now. Okay, so he's trying to trade, but I should be able to just play c6, and I still have that same target. Or b6. I don't really want his bishop going there though, so I'll play c6 to take that away. And now we can probably do this next. f6, yeah, f6 violates the rules, but queens are off the board. This is almost an endgame, so I want my king to be able to come to the center quickly. So this is totally fine at this stage in the game. Okay, now we can take it. And if I take with the bishop, then I'm going to get this annoying pin. So we're going to take with the rook. Keep control of the file. Okay, so... I think I'm okay going into this endgame. A pawn is not a lot, but maybe I just let him take so I can start moving my king. Yeah, let's do that. Rather than wasting a move trading, I'm just going to bring the king up right away. No, it shouldn't be a draw because I have an extra pawn, but it could be a draw. Like if I trade off everything, then he can just sack the bishop for the pawn and it's a draw. But that's... my plan is to obviously not do that. So first things first, king has to get involved. King has to go for these pawns. That's my plan. Because it looks like my king's getting there faster than his is going to be able to. So here, now that's under, yeah, okay, now here probably. That's what I want to do. This is great for me because his king can't come over. So there's this, and once that moves, basically I just play king there and then I'm winning a pawn. Does he have any way to stop that? Maybe like f4, I don't really care. I don't think so, so I'm gonna do that plan. I'm just going there to attack that. After he moves, I'll move my king there, and I'll be attacking that pawn, which will have to move, and then I take. And then this is going to fall too, and I'll have two pawns, and that's an easy win. Bishop endgame up a pawn is always winning. No, it's not. It's not always winning. It's good that they're the same color. If they're opposite color bishops, then it's a lot harder to win. Because you can kind of just put all your pawns, like if he had a dark squared bishop, he could just defend all his pawns on the dark squares, and I wouldn't be able to take any of them. Okay, so we're gonna go with the plan here. Could also go here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. It's gonna be the same effect, because I'm gonna go there anyway. Okay, we'll take that. I guess I just take this now, actually. Yeah, I probably should have went king c3. It's not going to matter because I'm going to end up going to the same spot, but it actually would have been better, most likely, for me to go over here with my king instead of here. I kind of just mouse slipped that. I'm going to play h6 so that he can't attack these pawns. Yeah, see, like my king would have been better here, but it's fine. It's still going to be a win. Because I'm going to have two pawns. I may just go here to save this guy. And he still can't defend this. That's fine. Okay, now we'll take this. Now I can just push these pawns and we should have pretty easy victory. I'm just trying to keep his king from coming over if I can. So now I'm going to push this pawn, because if I push this one, he can't actually blockade him. So I could do that, but it's probably going to be more difficult. He could go here, and maybe it's harder to get through this way. If the king tries to like block, I can always just use my bishop. So that's why I'm starting with the dark squares when I push. And I think I will go ahead and get control of that diagonal. So we can do this next. No, I don't have the +3 disabled. I'll fix it in a second. I'll fix it after this game. It's just not capturing that wide on the streaming software. I just have to adjust the box. Dragon Slayer, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let's go here. Let's see if we can get a checkmate with some pawns. How about that? It's kind of cool. 1-2, checkmate. Aw, too bad. All right, let me fix the +3 since you asked. Let's see. Should be this one. Yeah, there you go. I have it. I just didn't have it wide enough. Okay. Did anyone have questions on this game? On a specific move number? I'll just go through it real quickly. If you have questions, go ahead and ask now. If not, I'll play another one and we will go for 2100. I think his big mistake was playing c4. I don't think this was very smart with the pawn on d3 and my pawn on e5, because this is a backward pawn, which was like easy target. So I just made that my plan for the rest of the game, to just pile up on that pawn. It makes the game so much easier when you have like a clear weakness to attack. So don't give your opponents backward pawns like that for no reason. And then I just had an more active king, which is why this game was so easy, because his king couldn't do anything. So we just went for the pawns, and that was it. Pretty straightforward. Let's play another one. I think there's some gambit like this. I don't really play it often, but I think you play like d6 and you get this like annoying bishop. Okay, yeah, they don't have to take it. That's the issue. I was just thinking if I take, check, g3, queen here, but the knight just goes back to f3, so it doesn't work. Maybe bishop g4 or knight c6. Knight c6, then d4 probably. What if I play bishop g4 right away? What happens? Let's try it. Let's try it. It looks like it could be a little tricky. Okay, we'll take it. We'll just take it. Opening recommendations for a full repertoire? I mean, you kind of just got to start with each major opening and work your way out. So, what do you play against E4? Pick something. What do you play against D4? I can't tell you specifically because it's very like kind of depends on what kind of positions you like to play. But just go down the list and like pick something. Basically, is what I would say. Is there a trick here? Is there some sort of trick? I wanted to play knight f6, but I think takes. I'm losing this piece back. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful here. So what's the easiest way to deal with this threat? Trade and just bring my knight out or my queen out. What other options do we have? I mean, I guess I could even play bishop h5 to defend that way, and I could just take with the bishop. It's kind of a weird looking move, but maybe it's the easiest thing to do. I don't think I'm falling into any trap here. Take the queen, because that bishop's not out yet. If the bishop was out, even then I could play knight f6. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, so there's a lot happening here. What I'm noticing though is like this and this. Can I not just take this? Queen takes, check, king moves, and I take this? It also defends this pawn. D3, I come back here. I'm up a piece. What am I missing? What am I missing? Maybe that captures first. I take, queen takes. I can just block with the knight. I'm still up a piece. I'm pretty comfortable with that position because he's not developed. I think that was a blunder, right? Unless I'm falling for some trick here. Basically just taking advantage of the fork. I don't see it. I'm gonna go for it. So I think now bishop takes f7 is like the best chance, but I'm just gonna take it. I don't care. I'm gonna play knight f6. And I'm up a piece. Just up a piece. Okay, that's a move. Yeah. Although I don't... Yeah, I guess that's different because now the bishop's on a4. So if I do this and take it, I'm not protecting this. Okay. I didn't see that. Yeah, it makes sense now. I have to deal with this now. Okay, so we gotta play knight f6. I mean, I could do this, but sorry. Queen b6, king over, takes. Then I'm losing the bishop on f8. Yeah, I think we got to do knight f6. We got to stop this threat. Thought I was winning a piece. I mean, I don't know how good this is for him because he's wasting a move with the bishop, so it's not like I'm falling behind too much. I can even do this with tempo. Or this maybe next, and then take the pawn if I want. Queen b6. Just knight d7. Lots of options. I guess I'm expecting like bishop e2 probably. Bishop d3 looks really bad. Looks vulnerable over there, right? Because now I can do this since this threat has been dealt with. Yeah, so bishop e2 gotta be the move. Yeah, okay. So I really would like to castle queenside because this is kind of dangerous. I could get away with castling over here. Do I want to take the pawn? Check, and then just take the pawn. I mean, a pawn is a pawn. I think I will. I think I will. My only concern is that I'm not developing, but white is not like that developed either, so I think it's okay to do this and just win this e-pawn. And then after that I can just keep developing or something. Maybe queen h3 is interesting, coming down here. If I take that here, king here, takes, knight here. Now then the rook's hanging. That looks good for me, so I don't think that's an option. I don't think they're gonna trade queens. Maybe queen b3. It's kind of no, but then the bishop's hanging. Okay, well, never mind. Since I'm up a pawn and I think I'm just fine trading. I don't think it makes sense to try to move my queen anywhere else because this is a pretty strong battery. So we'll trade, and we'll just try to go into an endgame up the pawn. Can't really complain about that. Let's just finish developing. Probably castle this way, or maybe even just move my king up after I finish development. I didn't mean to move that, but okay, we'll go bishop d6. I have a bad habit where I like click on random squares and actually move pieces when I didn't mean to. That time it turned out okay. I think I probably would have moved to c5, but whatever. d6 would have probably been my second choice anyway. So now we can just keep the king here, or we can castle. This rook is coming over. This is going to be my weak point. I could do this to kick the bishop back. Actually, maybe I'll castle this way just so my king kind of defends this, my rook defends that, and then I can bring this rook over here maybe. I'm just trying to think through where my weaknesses are going to be. Let's castle this way, because this is where the rooks are going to go for him for sure. Okay, I think I'm okay with this trade. And then I have either f6, yeah, probably f6, just to kind of solidify everything. Any other moves? f5 is not going to be an option because of that, so I guess just f6. Because then this is kind of not a weakness anymore. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. I don't want to let the rook come over when I have two pieces like this, so I gotta move one of them. Bishop here or bishop here, and then the knight to b6. So now, minute and 41, he has 5 minutes. Yeah, it's time to move faster. It's time to move faster. Rook's probably coming over. I'm gonna move knight there, and then play f6. I'm expecting a3 or c3 into b4. Let's play a5 to prevent that. If a3, I'll play a4, and I have en passant to stop the pawn from coming. That's a handy trick to know if you're trying to stop a b4 or like g4 break. You can always push your pawn up and then you have en passant to stop it. So now we can play f6, line up the rooks on the file, trade some things off, and then see what we can do in the endgame. Okay, we'll play f6 like I said. This rook's gonna come over here next. Okay, now my king can come forward. This is covered by the knight, so we're good there. Don't have to worry about that. There's that move, but I'm gonna play the king. Okay, I don't really think that does much. I'm just gonna keep bringing my king this way. Now I'm ready to trade some rooks off and probably bring my king to this side. And again, we saw this in the last game, but his king is, I mean, it can still come out, but it's not as close as mine is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna start trading some rooks here. Okay, we have a minute, so we're doing okay. So as long as these rooks come off, that'll be good. If they don't come off, then I'm gonna gain control of the file, which is a big win. I'm looking at knight to c4 next as a way to attack this guy. I don't know how he's gonna defend that. Okay, so he wants to take that. You know what, now I can just go here with the bishop. That's our, yeah, let's just do that. Because this bishop is really out of place we'll go for that. We have en passant, and then this is going to be hanging. "47 seconds, so I still have to hurry up. I think I gotta relocate the knight here, so I can play this and trade the pawn here. He's not gonna do that. And push this next, I guess. It could be opposite color bishops, but 2 connected pawns should be enough, I think. Problem is I'm running out of time. Yeah, see now it's too much for the bishop, I think. Just make sure it's not a stalemate. There we go. Okay, questions? Questions about that game? The endgame was kind of interesting, I guess. A lot of times if you end up in opposite color bishops, it can be hard to win. But in this case, I had the connected pawns, connected pass pawns, so it was enough. But it can be tricky to win. So in hindsight, maybe I could have done that differently. Like instead of going there, maybe try to play like bishop c5, keep the knight and try to trade the bishops. That might have been a little bit easier, but it still worked out okay. How do you play so well under time pressure? Just lots of practice. Play a lot of bullet, so I guess it helps for something. And also, one thing that helps in bullet is if you think ahead. Like, think ahead what you expect your opponent to do, and it kind of gives you like a few extra seconds to think before you have to move. Like in this position, I knew what he was going to do. Basically, just move his king back and forth all the time. So I was thinking the whole time, like, all right, I'm going to bring my king over here. I'm going to take this pawn. I'm going to, you know, I actually thought he was going to move this bishop here. Like right here, I was expecting this move. And then I was just going to try to trade this pawn. And then probably bring my king back. It's a little bit tricky because now it's like, how do I get through here? Maybe like this. Yeah, I don't know. This is not easy. Mike, $20. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Nice win. It was a nice win, wasn't it? Thanks, dude. So, I don't see too many more questions, so we'll play another one. We're getting there. 2078, maybe 2-3 more wins, depending on if we can get a high-rated player and win. 1900. This is only going to be 7 points, but all right, it's fine. How close are the chess pieces behind me? Jake. Thank you, Jake. Huh, interesting. I could actually play knight f4 and trade for this bishop. Should I do that? Should I do that? Let's do it. Because we've got both. Only disadvantage is it puts me behind in development a little bit, so I have to be a little careful. But I'll just play safe and watch out for breaks in the center. But that bishop pair is going to come in handy. So the thing that I'm concerned about here is if d5 ever happens and this file opens up. Now, right now, I still have queen takes, so I'm okay there. But I think I will play bishop e7, just so that I can make sure that I get castled. And then this bishop is going to be going here. That's why I played e6, because obviously I blocked it. Consider doing an opening video on Vienna or GPA. GPA, is GPA Grand Prix attack, or what is GPA? Let's castle. Okay, so I think to counteract that, eventually I'm going to put the bishop on f6. Right now I want to just keep developing. Let's see. We'll go knight to d7. Like I said, this bishop, my plan is to put it over here. And fianchetto this way. If I go there now, there's queen e4. I can play rook to b8. And I should be okay. So we'll go with b6. Grade point average. Yeah, Grand Prix, honestly, I don't have a lot of experience in that. I'm kind of in a weird spot with openings. Like, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and fianchetto this bishop first. I'm not sure how much time to spend on opening videos because I have so much going on with the weekly quizzes. So it kind of takes up a bunch of my time. And then I have a couple other ideas in the works. And so I'd like to do some opening stuff. I just feel like I haven't had the time for it. kind of want to go here because I don't want that bishop to be so effective. Let's. Then there is knight e4. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna play this game slow. I'm gonna play rook e8, put my knight on f8, just let some things develop, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, let's just play some defense for a second. Do I go to college? No, I went to college like 10 years ago. Yes, I am that old. I am that old. This is a really awkward position, honestly. I might consider f5. It gives myself a backward pawn. That's why I don't want to play it. But I do want to play it because this knight is super annoying. The knight is super annoying. My queen has like nowhere good to go. That's another problem. It's defended fairly well. I'm gonna do it. I know I just said don't give yourself backward pawns, but I'm gonna do it. Because that knight has to go. I can't leave that knight sit there all game. Honestly, I want to play g6, h5, h4, and again chase it away. That's really what I want to do. It opens up this, but I have bishop f6 now. Maybe I should play bishop f6 first, but then there's knight h5. Okay. Now h5, d5. What am I going to do against d5? That's what he wants to do for sure. Maybe I play bishop f6 because then I have captures. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Bishop's probably going to go on f6 anyway. And maybe next we can play h5 and h4. Knight e5. Okay. This is such an awkward position. Let's do it. These are defended. Thoughts on the Benko Gambit? You know, I tried the Benko Gambit for a little while. I really like it when they accept it. When they accept the Gambit, it was a lot of fun. And I won a lot of games, but at the higher levels, what I noticed is most people don't accept it. So after you like offer the pawn, instead of taking on a6, they just play b6, and it's like kind of lame, takes away all your fun. Oh, okay, wow. You guys remember the rule, the knight on f8, there's no mate? We're about to find out if that's really true. We are about to find out. I didn't consider the fact that the rook can come to g3. That's the big problem. All right, let's see. There's bishop g7, then the queen can come over. There's a threat here. I have queen f6. Am I surviving? Then there's going to be like d5. Oof. Oof. But if I don't take it, I mean, I'm probably losing anyway. I could also... No, I can't play king h8 because of the knight. So we would have to play bishop g7. What if the queen takes first? Then I could take the knight and play like... No, then this... That was a good move. Might be in trouble. Can I get away with not taking it? I don't think so. Alright, let's go for it. And my plan is going to be on rook g3 to play bishop g7. On queen here, I'm thinking rook e7 so that my rook can come and defend. Yeah, so rook e7. It defends this threat, and I'm going to meet like one of these rook moves with sliding my rook over. Did I miss anything? Did I not consider any moves? I don't think so. Maybe d5, but we'll deal with that if he plays it. Right now I just need to move because I am going to need some time to think later, but this looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, then there's queen f7. Oh my. Queen f7, king h8, rook h3 check, knight h7, knight g6, and that leads to mate. Okay. Ooh. So do I have to play bishop g7? I didn't see that queen f7 idea. I thought I could just bring the rook over and everything was great. So we might have to play bishop g7 now. That's unfortunate. But I don't see a mate immediately. So yeah, if I played rook f7, queen comes here because the rook is pinned. And then I had to move my king over somewhere. Here, I guess, and then after check, maybe I could have played bishop h. No, bishop h4 is no good. G3, so I would have had to play rook here, and then what was happening next? Something bad was happening next. Yeah, the knight was going in here, and then I took it, and then the queen was taking checkmate. That was what was happening. Okay. Now this move, I think I just take it. Because I'm defended here. Then I'm going to play queen e8. I gotta go fast. I'm running out of time. I gotta move. I gotta just move. Move. d5. I have e5. I want to bring my queen up. On d5, like I said, e5 looks good. I'm just trying to keep everything defended. All this stuff's defended now. We have a minute. How are we going to win this game with a minute on the clock? Okay. We got to get the rook over and trade the pieces. And then we're up a piece. d5, e5. Bishop a3. Rook d7. Some other random move. Maybe bishop e4. Okay, we already talked about this. I want to bring this rook over. Then I can bring this bishop back to actually help out. Oh, d6. I didn't think about that. Can I pin it? Right? That's checkmate. That is checkmate. if he takes. So I'm gonna be able to take that back. That's good, I think. Everything's defended. And I opened up my bishop. So the big enemy is the clock right now. 59 seconds. Oh, wow. I'm losing. Bishop takes g7 wins. Just wins. Man. This is just winning. I have nothing. Because I can't take it. Ouch. Okay. He didn't see that, but my queen's still pinned, so still losing. Man. Is there any way to get checkmate with my rook and bishop in 10 seconds? Oh, he disconnected. That's one way to win. Disconnect. That's one way to win. Come on, laggy internet. Laggy internet for the win. How many moves can I play in 10 seconds? How many moves can I play in 10 seconds? Apparently not enough, and not good ones. Okay, okay. This game is over. This game is over. Maybe I can get a stalemate. No. Wow. Rematch? No, I need to check this game. Because that guy was playing some crazy good moves. He's playing some crazy good moves. I think I was okay though at that one moment in the middle. Let's check. Let's check the game report actually. I want to see. Okay, he was 88.1. I was 72.3. Okay. Now, let's see. Yeah, I thought knight f4 was okay to trade that. And then all this stuff should have been fine. Okay, yeah, f5 was questionable. e6. Oh yeah. We know why that was a blunder. We know why, right? He saw that too. Oh, queen h5 was a blunder? Okay. I'm still losing here. That was bad. What was the best move here? Wow, bishop to 8th. No. No, hold on. Bishop, nope, rook e. Wow. Engine is all confused. Now we're settling on rook e1 or queen h6. Okay, I don't want to get into all that. I want to see the other moment in the game. Right here. I thought I was okay here. f4 was better. Weird move. Weird move. Okay. Questionable. Oh. Yeah. I got too fancy, right? Because initially I was just going to take it. And then he takes. And I can continue defending somehow. Yeah, f4. Rook g4. And then this rook can just come over. Oh no, sorry. Rook what? Rook f8. Okay, this was a complicated position. I didn't see all that stuff, to be honest with you. I didn't see any of that, actually. Rook d8. But I had a minute on the clock, so there's that, too. Even here, rook takes d6. Ah, yes. Because if he takes with the rook, then I can just take it. Huh. But after this... Yeah, that's better, but it's not good. And then... Alright. Don't be fancy. Lesson learned. That's correct. Why not take on g2? Yeah, I mean, you're talking about right here. I can do that, but it's a loss. This is like a easy endgame for white to play. And I mean, I go here. They just push this pawn, bring the king over here, and take all my pawns. So it's not really, you know, something like this would happen. And it's pretty straightforward for white to win. There's 3 pawns. That's why I didn't do it. I could see that that wasn't going to happen. I was hoping that maybe they move the queen away from this pawn, and then I can actually win. That's why I didn't take it. But, I mean, they weren't an idiot, so. It's rough. It's rough. Alright, well, we gotta play another one. We gotta do better than that. Oh, here we go, 2247. 14 points. Let's play the Danish? We'll try the Danish gambit. D5 incoming. Oh! They're gonna take it. They're gonna take... Okay. Didn't we play this recently? I think we did. I think we played this on stream. And there was a really cool bishop takes f7 moment. I wonder if that's gonna happen again. Isn't this what happened last time too? I don't remember. That's a problem when you don't have good memory as a chess player. There's queen e2. There's no queen e7. There's f5, f3. That looks good for me. There's c6. But still probably okay. So I guess we can do this. And then if this queen e2 is my plan. So, since the gambit wasn't completely accepted, we're even on pawns. We could trade queens, play an endgame. Peru. Do I think my endgame skills are better than this guy or not? My endgame's not bad. It's not bad. We'll trade queens. We'll see if we can pull off an endgame win. Talk more after the game. Okay. It's good advice. It's good advice. Wow. Interesting move. Normally I would play a4, but then it creates a hole there, so honestly, I don't even know if I care about that move. I'm gonna develop my pieces quickly and play a4 if he wants. It's fine. Thinking about castling log and sacrificing this to gain a lead in development and open files. It's more risky at the end of the game though, because those pawns are very important. I'm expecting probably castles. Actually, I can get away with it because I'm threatening to win my pawn back over here. Yeah. I don't think I want to give him that pawn. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna defend so I can castle queenside. I think my king is gonna be more active over here than stuck over here. But I don't want to just give up the pawn, so we'll do this first. This music is from Harris Heller. You can go to like Stream Beats, I think is the site. He has a bunch of copyright free stuff, so you don't have to worry about copyright strikes like everybody else is dealing with. I might play e5 next. I don't know if this is like king f7 or what this move is all about, but I like the ability to now open up this file because his rooks are not going to be as effective as mine. This is a move also to try to take advantage of maybe one of these squares. This also opens up the bishop. I like that. I like e5. I'd like to get my bishop on that diagonal. I'm thinking something crazy like b3, a3, b4 takes bishop b3 check. It's probably not good enough. Maybe just the simple e5 is good. Does let him trade off that awkward knight though, but rook e8's coming and the knight's going there anyway. Let's do it. I want to open up the files and diagonals. See if we can take advantage of like these pieces being out of play. Can I take that? Or take this first and then take that? If that, then I can just take it. If this, it opens up holes. If king takes, I guess that's a move. Looks a bit risky. Queens are off the board, but there are still a lot of pieces left. I mean, I'm seeing this pawn over here. Okay, now I'm seeing these moves. Which one's better? I just want to get like f4 in and have a nice central knight. He's got knight d5 coming too, so maybe it's not that great for me, actually. This game could come down to time too, as we get lower. If all the pieces were traded off, I think I would be better because this pawn is going to have to be defended. And I may end up winning all 3 pawns on the queen side because my king is closer, maybe. So that's something to keep in mind if we keep trading, if we trade pieces. I'm expecting a bishop or a knight to go here. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of going over here and getting rid of that, or maybe trying to trade for the bishop. Could potentially do something like this and try to create a battery. Bishop all the way back. Okay. What if I just do this and this? What's he gonna do? Or should I just do that instead? Maybe this is okay. Just try to trade that off. It's like I said, I think just trading everything is not going to be too bad for me. This looks like a liability. Now I have to go for that, but that's okay. I want to create a battery, but how do I do it without making a mistake? Maybe I just go here. No, then it can bring the king over when he takes. I want to do this. Trade off the rooks and try to take advantage of these pawns. That's what I'm thinking. I guess there's b4. I don't know if that was a mistake on my part or not. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Trade off some rooks, I guess. Maybe I won't. I'm gonna try to get tricky here. Make him use some time. Trying to force the king into the corner. Okay. Bishop's gonna go there. have a problem. Have a problem and I don't know how to deal with it. Problem is this. It's now weak. I gotta try to make something happen here where I have extra pawns. Yeah. Well, now our new plan is to flag him, I guess. Wow. I need a moment. Let my heart rate go down. How do you win bishop endgames? Well, you watch the clock and flag them. No, honestly, I think he actually had a good idea by advancing his pawns, because then... Actually, you know what? Let's just put it in the engine. I don't want to say too much because I have no idea. I don't know what was going on in that game. Let's check what Stockfish has to say. This is just like dead equal. Still equal. Everything's all equal. Equal. I'm just looking for any big mistakes. Nothing yet. Okay, right here. No, it's fine. It's fine. We were equal like the whole game. Equal. Still equal. Okay, I didn't really like that move. Bishop d5 is really good for black. Okay. Looks like one of those long lines, so let's just keep going. I want to get to the end there and see if there was anything that was missed. Alright, so we have this bishop endgame. Stockfish says it's equal. It says it's equal. We're still equal. Okay, yeah, now it's black. So this was the, yeah, basically losing these pawns or having to force my bishop to go back there and defend is bad news for me. Yeah, so I mean I'm completely losing here if it wasn't for the clock. So basically this was a good plan on his part. He pushed them forward, blockaded these, and also got his bishops on the more important diagonals. So like I couldn't get control of this diagonal with my bishop because of like where his pawn was. And that was the problem that I noticed like way earlier when I was like, I have a problem. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like how could I get it's like somewhere around here. And I did that to myself kind of by putting my king here, and then probably should have just moved my bishop over here. That was a much better diagonal. Yeah. All right, let me see if there's any questions. Jason's been watching every single video. Nice. My thoughts on Hyperbullet. It's probably not super helpful for most people watching. I wouldn't play it if you're trying to learn, because you're not going to get a lot out of Hyperbullet. I don't know if we're hitting 2100 tonight. I'm starting to get tired. I got work tomorrow. We'll see if we win this one. Let's see, 8 points. Maybe we can do it. Let's play d4. I don't always play this, but I like to mix it up every now and then. Let's play g6 just to make this knight look really awkward. I think it's a good plan. Let's play bishop g7. So I'm going to put the knight here so I can leave this as an option. Okay, so bishop can't go anywhere over there. Let's play a6. We'll play b5. Okay, I was expecting maybe a4, but this is fine. I want to put the bishop here, I guess, for now. Do I want to do it immediately or wait a little bit? Well, let's just go immediately. Now we can try to play f5 and get some pressure here. c5 is risky because it creates a hole here, but looks like it might not be easy for white to take advantage of that, and it gives me a lot of space. So I'll do it. Okay. Do I want to play h5 and chase this knight back? Do I care about that? Or do I just want to develop my knights? Let's just... I guess I'm expecting f4. Definitely expecting f4. Alright, so maybe I will play h5. I think what's going to happen in this game is I'm going to bring this knight out, bring this queen up, and then castle over here. Okay, that's going to make the knight go back to h1. Very awkward. Very awkward. So we're going to defend this with our knight. And if takes, I just take. It defends here. Now might be the time to play f5. Or do I go here first and castle first? Okay, yeah, let's do that. I guess queen c7 is a pretty good move, because if the knight comes here, now I have f5. So that's not a problem. Okay, what? It looks like a completely wasted move to me, but that doesn't do anything. I don't know what that move is all about. This guy has like moved the knight. Check it out. From here to here to here to here to here to here to take this pawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves? 7 moves. 8 moves? I don't know. This is good for me. I just take it, right? I just take. I don't get it. But I'm gonna do it. And take with the bishop. We got control here. And we got this guy coming next. We're gonna castle over here. We're gonna bring this rook over. We're gonna line up like this. And we're gonna get checkmate right here. Just like that. I mean, look at this. Whew. Question is, do I even waste my time taking that? Or do I just castle? Do I just castle? Ah, maybe I'll take it. That knight looks pretty good. That knight looks pretty good. I'll take it. I can always castle next move. I mean, this is like great. I'll be sad if I lose this game. I'll be very sad. I've got bishop h2, king over, knight check, takes with the pawn to unleash the rook, which can capture because the bishop's pinning. It looks nasty. It looks real nasty. I guess there's knight f4 or bishop f4. But still. Okay, now it almost feels like the time to castle. Because I'd like to move this knight, but then I'm a little bit afraid of some stuff here. But if we, let's see. If we castle... I mean, there's takes, but then the rook can take it. I don't have a fork. Maybe, hold on, I could take this with the bishop. Then we have a fork there. Ooh. What if the knight takes? Then this, and it's a pin. I think I need a castle just so I don't get in trouble with stuff happening to my king. I'm pretty sure this needs to happen. Okay, I didn't think that's a problem. Because that's good for me, because now this is open. This guy's playing way too fast, by the way, for this position. He's playing way too fast. This is not that easy of a position to play. Okay. I think I can put the rook here. There's also check. I'm not sure how that benefits me. I think I need to do this. because this almost threatens a queen sack. It's not quite good enough, but almost. I can almost get away with that. The issue is that the rook would take and the king could slide over. No, I guess that doesn't quite work. I need more pieces. Maybe rook here and rook here. Takes knight there, queen g3? No, I don't think it's good enough. Let's go here. Let's go here. Because I want to go here next. On rook e1, yeah, I can have a couple options. That is one. Even though there's forks, none of them work. None of them work because I just take on g2 and I win. So, I think we can do that. But then again, maybe I just want the queen here instead because then I can go here. We'll go here. And then this is happening next. And yes, there are lots of forks available. But like I said, you can't do any of them. Again, same issue. I have more attackers, so the forks don't work. Question is, how do I break through? How do I break through this position? Okay, so now he's got enough defenders. So maybe now I will try to relocate here. There's got to be a way to break through. Right? Right? But we have no more pieces to activate. So, what else can we do? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't see anything, so I'm like trying to change up the strategy here since the king is kind of missing. King's missing from g1. There's supposed to be a king like here or here, right? It's gone. Wow, and he's still going. He's going up for the other corner. I don't know what to say. Literally don't know what to say. I think there's a tactic here on the knight now. Takes... I don't know, but he can just take with the knight. Sheesh. I'm gonna run out of time, so I'm gonna trade some pieces here. Still like my position because of the bishop on this pawn. So I guess we'll just trade some stuff and see what happens. While I still have some time left. I could have taken it, but I'm gonna try to set up some tricks. Oh, he's just trading queens. Shoot, I should have taken it. Man. Alright, that was a poor choice, I think, on my part. Great. Now we're losing that pawn too. Did we trap the knight? Did we trap it? Did we trap the knight? We trapped the knight, guys. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. I'm like in shock. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one. That was nasty. Come on, bullet skills. Bring me the victory. I see it. I see it. I see it. Somebody had asked earlier. They're right there. They're just right behind me. So not far. Don't stalemate, yes. It's going to be very difficult to stalemate because he has two pawns. I would have to somehow prevent both pawns and the king from moving. It's possible, but unlikely. Very unlikely. So I'm not worried too much. So, thank you, Ariel. Appreciate that. Do I prefer playing online or over the board? I like playing over the board. I really do. I just haven't in years. Playing over the board is harder. You have to make time and go to places, go to tournaments and stuff. But yeah, I think I'd probably say over the board if I had like easy access to some place to play. My guess is, hey, there we go. Let's go check that. Let's go check that epic knight trap. All right, so yeah, there was knight f3 here, and then I would take it, and would I have taken it, or would I have gone here? I don't know what I would have done. If I would have taken it, I think I'm losing. Although, maybe not. Let's say c3. Because his king can't really get through. Maybe not. Anyway, what was played in the game was... What was played in the game? This. So the point is the knight has nowhere to move, or it just gets captured. And I'm threatening to simply take this, and then take this. So this is what should have happened, right? King here takes knight f3. But this is just a win for me. No, it's not. Is it? Oh, you know what, guys? I think... Let's say here, it looks like I can win this with Zugzwang. Or Zugzwang, however you say it in German. So the point is, if we can lock this up, force the king to move, we take this and win. So, oh, but it could be a win for white. Wow. Wow. This is fascinating. Let me go back one move. Let me analyze this position. Oh, not this position. Not this position. Okay. King here. Self-analysis. Hold on. Stockfish, calm yourself. Captures. Knight f3. Takes. King here. King g2. Yes, okay. That's what I thought, but... b3. Okay. Okay, chat. What's the winning move? How does black win? Black to play and win. Looks like there's only one move. Yeah, you guys are right on. Yeah, we can't go b4, or now we lose, because now it's us who has to lose the pawn, lose this pawn by moving away. But if we play a4, what is white going to do? If captures, we just take it, and now Zugzwang on white, and we win the pawn. If b4, well, then we just take it, and this guy goes. So, yeah. If you said a4, congratulations. I'm just checking why the music stopped playing. All right. That was fun. That was a cool endgame. And by the way, I'll show you guys something cool. I'll show you this something. Let's see. What am I trying to do? This. Alright. I think, I'm fairly certain there's a position. No, I think it's like this. I think it's like this. Where the kings are like over here. White to move. Okay. We'll just do this real quick. Oh, let me change this so you can see the board. Okay. Sorry, one second. Here we go. All right. White to play and win. How do you win this position? Does anyone know this? Yes. Yeah, Mario. There's one with 3 pawns where you've got 3 here and 3 here, right? And you push the center one. This is another version that's a little bit different. Yeah, so I mean, you have to do like one of these. It doesn't really matter, right? But then you have to figure out what happens after. Like, this one's pretty obvious, I guess. If they take, right? You just take, and now you have a pass pawn. Okay, easy. But what if they don't take and move the king? Now what do you do? This is the more interesting version of it. Everybody's saying F5. Yeah, so that's correct. So if you take here, you can't do anything. So F5 is correct. And then let's say black captures, I don't know, this way. Yeah, I think most people are seeing it. Then you play G6. You're threatening to take the pawn. So black kind of has to capture you or move forward. If they move forward, it doesn't really do anything. And then regardless, king can't catch it. This pawn goes. So for the people who said G6 here, black can just take it. And after you capture, it's, you know, the king is too close and you can't do anything. Sorry, that's not the right move here, but the king is now in the square. So if you play this, they can just capture and the pawn, like the king catches your pawn. So yeah, that's kind of a fun one to know. Basically just push both pawns and then go forward. Cool. All right. I'm gonna do one last game. And I don't know if we're going to make it to 2100 with this game, but we'll try. I got to adjust this again. 1 second. Should be pretty good. I feel like I'm always playing black. Did I not just play black like a bunch of games in a row? I think I had one with white, but man. All right, you're going to get to see my Bishop B4 line. Basically, I just take the knight. Oh yeah, I was gonna take it anyway, dude. I was gonna take it anyway. Basically, just take it, put all my pawns on dark squares, and attack stuff. Usually, this knight will go here. This knight will go here. This pawn's gonna go here. This pawn's gonna go here. It's like a super simple strategy. It's really good. It's hard for white to do anything, I think. So I could castle. I can develop the knights first. There's f5 sometimes that you play too. I'll just castle first. And I'm going to try to figure out ways to attack these pawns. We'll just play b6. The point is kind of, what is this bishop going to do? Like, not much. That's our hope anyway. I mean, it's not that easy because there's like b4, c5 where they can like sacrifice the pawn and stuff can happen, but I'm thinking about playing a5 because if I can get a4 in, then it's really good. Now, if I play a5, I can guarantee you they're going to play b4, which case I would not want to take. Yeah, so I probably can't do that. So I'll just play f6 for right now, and then I want to see what white is going to do. I'm probably just going to bring the knight out, and then I got to decide where this guy's going to go. One of those places. Yeah, I could have played f5 too. f5's not bad, but I'm trying to focus on a positional approach right now and go for these weaknesses. f5 is takes, the position's gonna get opened up, and once it gets opened up, the bishop pair becomes better than my knights. So that's why I didn't do that. Let's see. We'll just go there. Because I'm fairly certain that's where I want my knight to go. It's the bishop that I'm not sure about. Do I want to go to a6 or e6? Ah, see, here's the pawn sacrifice. Here it is. And I should have moved my queen. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a poor choice. Because I've seen this before. I knew this was coming. I just getting tired. Basically, I just let white trade off their bad weak pawn for free because I didn't move my queen. I should have played queen e8. Then I can just take this thing. That was like really bad on my part. Really bad. Okay, well, it's not like we lost the game, but it just changes our plan. Definitely changes our plan. My whole plan was to attack the pawn on c4. Pawn on c4 doesn't exist anymore. So now we might have to revert to f5 like somebody mentioned. Even though I didn't want to do that. Desperate times, desperate measures. Basically. Can also go here. Can't play f5 immediately because I don't want to let them. I mean, actually, I could. I could do that. I'm gonna play a5. I want to maybe trade this bishop off because this bishop's strong now, so trading it makes sense. And then we've just got the knight against the dark squared bishop, which is not great. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go here and trade this off. And we might be able to get some counterplay on the queen side, actually. We'll see. Yeah, maybe that's a good plan now. We'll go here, we'll bring this rook over. We'll try to take advantage of this. He wants to go on the king side with f4. So do I play g5 to prevent that? Probably. It probably makes a lot of sense. Knight here. I can just take it. Or I just leave it and let f4 happen. No, I don't want to let f4 happen. I don't want to let f4 happen. Okay, I'll take that. This could be a target now, actually. If g4 happens, then there's no way that these are really going to do anything. He needs g3 to be able to play f4 to break open this side. So if g4, I'm kind of happy because then I can go back to my plan on the queen side. So there's a lot of back and forth this game, but it's kind of how chess works. %40 odds he wins. Does that mean 60% odds he loses? Or is that 40% for me? Okay. Maybe he wants to sacrifice. He's also just defending the pawn, but I'm thinking queen here to win a pawn. Am I missing any tricks? Takes. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna go there and win a pawn. I'm gonna do it. Just like that. Okay. Queen takes. Knight takes. Ah, there's a rook hanging. So maybe I have to play h6. Takes. Queen check, king there. g4. Oh, but then there's rook h8, which traps the queen. That's cool. But there's queen h3 check, and then g4. Actually, what if I take with the knight first? Takes, forces queen trade, takes, and then I recapture. It's not a great rook ending though, because the rook's gonna come down here and I'm gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, queen takes. What if I play f5 and then take this with my king? That might be the way to do it. e4, f4, g3, king here, takes. Okay, I think I see a way to win the pawn. It's a bit more complicated than I originally was expecting. But it's because of this pin, I can't just take it. So I have to do this move. And then I come up here and take it with my king. But it's, I mean, look at that. Look at these pawns. They're weak. So it's worth it. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Then I go here. Then he plays g3. That's fine. Then I go here. Takes, takes. Or I can trade the rooks. Oh, there's rook d5. I didn't see that. Man. There's always some random move that I don't think about. Don't you hate it when that happens? It's just out of nowhere. Rook d5. I can't take my pawn. It's okay. We're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna make the best of it. Okay, at least we get rid of that pawn. I'm gonna go here and then here and attack these guys. It looks like he's got too many things under attack now. But I could be wrong. Yeah, there's these sneaky moves like that that you have to be careful for. Takes, takes, king up. Doesn't work. There's rook here with the pin. Does that do anything? Looks pretty cool. Rook endings are tricky. There's all sorts of like little tactics like this. Basically, the pawn can't move. And now I am going to take it next. Or I could just take this one. Let's take that with check. And I guess we'll just trade. Maybe bring the king up. Basically, the plan is to take this pawn with my rook and leave my king defending this. So I'm going to try to do this. I think. King's cut off. Now I can just go for this rook. This and this. I think. I don't think there's any reason to let him take that pawn. I think this is just easier. I do believe. I guess I gotta go faster. Okay, let's go faster. $20.98. By the way, everyone knows how to do this, right? This part. Does anyone not know how to do this? Because I've seen people that don't know this. One more game. I gotta keep it interesting, guys. I gotta keep it in. If I win a game with more than 5 seconds, it's just too boring. One more game. Here's the thing. I'm tired, which means my odds of losing are like 40 or 60%. K9 doesn't. Okay, I'll just say this real quick for if anyone else doesn't know. Basically, in this position, if white moves in front of your king, you just checkmate with the rook. So they have to move the other way. So all you do is chase their king with your king until they get to the edge of the board, like I did, and then they have to move back. And once they get opposition, that's mate. So it's really pretty straightforward. The only thing that you sometimes have to know is, let's see, can I analyze this? Sorry. Let's just say for the sake of example, I move here, they move here, I move here, they move here. Hold on. Okay, we get this position. It's my turn. I have the opposition already. I want to checkmate, but I can't because if I go there, he just takes it. All you have to do, it's super easy. Just move your rook back anywhere on this file, anywhere, just like this. And it waits to move. They have to move over. Then you can checkmate. That's the part that a lot of people sometimes don't know, and they'll mess it up in speed chess if they get into this position and they're like, wait, I thought I had checkmate, and all you have to do is bring the rook back. So, all right. Play moderators to give you 2 points. I think I need to. Let me see, what time is it? I just don't want to lose my points. All right, let's do it. Let's do one more game. One more game. Here we go. Oh, and we get white. Perfect. Let's go. Let's do Danish Gambit. Danish Gambit's been pretty good to us. Let's go. Just take it. You know you want to. All right. Danish Gambit accepted. Okay, this is a line. Yeah, this is a line. Knight of 6, I think, is the move. Knight c3, I have to play. There's no trick here because takes, bishop goes to b4 check, unleashes the rook, it doesn't work. So you have to play knight c3. There is a trap here. After takes, there is a trap on like c6. The fact that the person is thinking makes me think maybe they don't know it. So if they take, we might be in for a little trick. All right, here's the trick. Knight to f6. This is the threat. Because if the pawn takes, we take. Boom. So like a move like c6 is no good. I'm pretty sure the move is knight to d7 because it defends the f6 square. If they play knight to d7, I think I'm out of tricks. I just have to like develop and play normal. But on c6, we've got him. We've got him. So I'm going to start thinking if knight to d7, I guess knight f3, just develop. They might not know it if they're thinking this much, and it's not like a super intuitive one unless you've seen it before. It's very weird because it looks like everything is covered by the pawn, so a lot of times you don't even think about that move, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. b4 check. In this position, b4 check is a blunder. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking or in a different line, but right now it's not possible. Like, I think even on like bishop e6, I think you could still play knight f6. So I'm pretty sure knight d7 is like, whoa. What? I mean, that's a move, but not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. That's one way to stop our trick. All right, so I'm gonna take it. He's gonna go here and try to take this pawn. Interesting. Bishop e5, setting up this. Then I can just go here if I want. Knight e6. That's got to be good for me. It's got to be good. I got to do this. There's no way that's not the right move. I like this. I like this move, though. I'm just going to do it because I'm pretty sure it's good. Because now, where's Black's king going to go? I'm going to put my bishop here, bring my knight out, I'm going to castle, and I'm going to checkmate the king. That's my plan. I mean, I'm not even down material at this point. Five against 5 pawns, so if I had to trade, I could do that too. Okay, so he defends this. Fine. So do I stick with my plan, bishop g3? Or do I play knight f3, baiting the rook to take it and then play bishop g3. No, I don't want to do that because there's this guy that can come in. All right, so maybe I go here. And then I probably just trade that. Hold on. There might be some other better moves here. Let's think about this for a second. Queen c2. c6, rook d1. Queen h5. Queen f3 to set up one of these pieces going to f6. There's so many moves here that you could play. Wow. Alright, let's check this one. I'm trying to attack this, but c6 just deals with the threat nicely. Probably takes. Knight f3. I don't really like that. Okay, so we're not going to do queen c2. Queen h5. Again, c6. Takes here. Maybe the rook comes down. But then there's check. That looks good for me. Okay, what about queen f3? It defends this, also sets up potentially going there. Takes. But if c6 was played, there's queen a5. That looks risky. I could also just take, and then back. That's just like an even endgame. I don't want to do that. Okay, so how do we make black pay for the fact that their king's in the center, but at the same time being careful about mine? I mean, I could always slide over here if I have to, if this like check comes. I could slide over, bring my knight there. My king's fine, I think. So maybe queen h5 is a good move. Just because that's a really annoying threat for black. Because if the rook comes off, then this is like... So queen h5. I like queen h5. Also queen f3. Because this is pretty good, I think. Maybe it's not that good. Here, c6 takes. Check. What if the king runs? What if the king runs? So maybe I play king f1. Where does the rook go? g6. Then I can bring my rook over before I throw in the check. All right. I could be wrong, but I think there's a lot of merit to this move. So I'm gonna do it. The other thing I could, yeah, no, I should do it. I'm gonna do it because I need some time. I'm gonna need some time to figure out what to play later. c8 bishop can go to g4. That's a very valid point. It's a very valid point. I think I'm still taking this though, and the rook's still gonna have a problem. So I'm not too worried, but that is a good point. It's a very good point. The other thing that I like about this move is it opens up the square so I can do this. That's the other thing I like. This has got to be the main line, right? c6 takes. If check, I have bishop c3. And then black has too many things to defend. So the rook has to move. Rook f8. Fine, I'm not worried about that. It's probably going to be this most aggressive move. So the pawn's on c6, my queen's on h7, the rook's over here. What do I play? Rook to d1. I think I play rook to d1 because I want to get... What? What is this? Did I blunder a piece? No, because I have check. I just have a fork and I win the rook back. Complete honesty, I didn't think about that move, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't think it works, so okay. Yeah, I did get a little lucky that this was an option for me. But I think what you'll find more often than not in aggressive wide open positions like this, I'll talk about that later. Okay. What I was going to say is, like, yes, he had a move here that I didn't consider, but he probably didn't consider this move. And so it kind of goes both ways. Like, sometimes you get surprised by moves that you didn't consider when it's in a really complicated position, but sometimes you find moves that you didn't think were an option either. Okay, my plan is after this to do something. Check. Takes, check. I think that's my plan. This is kind of nuts. Let's see. 3 minutes. Oh, you know what I could do? Play rook d1. Queen takes. No, it's not checkmate. It's not checkmate. Okay, okay. It was almost checkmate. Oh, so close. All right, I have to stop thinking about that. Okay. Bishop takes, rook d1. What's wrong with that? That looks good. So the king's gonna move there. Okay, so my knight's there. Queen h3, king's gonna take the bishop. There's f4. Takes, this position. The other option is I just trade and I'm up a pawn. I don't want to win by a pawn. I want to win by something cool. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if this. Oh well, that. I thought I could just do this. I actually thought I could just do that. King here, queen h3 maybe? Because if I take, two rooks and a bishop and a knight here, I'm down some material. So let's go for this. If I take, I'm losing my queen, but then I have this, but then there's this. Oh my goodness. I need more time. I need more time. I also just have knight f3. which looks pretty amazing. I feel like this game is going to be one for the history books. Takes f4 or knight f3. Okay, so knight f3, the king can move here. Then there's like g3. I don't actually see mate. Yeah, I don't actually see mate. Maybe f4 is better. Looks like it gives me some more options. Knight f3, king here, and do I have a follow-up move? Queen h4. Hold on. Queen h4, g3. No, because the knight's always hanging at the end. I need another piece. All right, let's go f4. I don't think knight f3 works. I don't think it works. Okay. Queen here, but then the king's gonna get away, right? Then I just take the queen. I'm winning a queen. I don't have to mate to win this right now. I can win like this. I can also take here with check first, then take the queen. Probably gonna have a lot of material. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. So maybe I throw in h4 check just because I can. h4, h5, get some free pawn pushes. Why not? Why not? Okay, and then we'll take this. And then we'll just keep pushing. Just keep pushing it. Go, baby, go. 30 seconds? I think we got this. Let's go here, force f5, and then we'll go here. We'll go right here and right there. Yes. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, guys. It's a good way to end the night. It's a good way to end the night. Okay, that's check. I don't think I care. I could take it. No, I'm going for checkmate. I'm not going to take it. I'm going for checkmate. That's mate. I'm not taking that bishop. No, I will. But I still have mate, so... Okay. We did it. 2100. Analyze with an engine afterwards. You guys don't trust my in-depth analysis in a 10-minute game? Think there's a chance that I missed something? Oh, let's just savor this moment. Let's just take a minute, soak it in. Play Nelson bot. They need to make a new Nelson bot. The old Nelson bot is 1300. Let's check the game report. Um, 78. Can I show you guys this game report here? 78.7, 69.4. I had 2 blunders and a mistake. Let's go see what those were. I'm actually curious. All right, I want to go analysis now. I'll leave that on so you can see the little things. It says knight c3 is not good. This is how I like to approach it. Yeah, so we kind of figured bishop e7 was bad. Although, engine likes queen f3. Okay. Well, it's only depth 18, so... Let's see. These were okay moves. Queen h5 was good. Yes. So that was not good, which we kind of saw. Good. Oh, a blunder? Knight to b6? What? What's the point of that? What? I don't get it. How is this so good? Rook to d1 check, king to e6, and now what do I do? Just knight f3, just the casual knight f3. Queen a5 check, bishop back to c3. I mean, I was not seeing all this. Nope. Nope. Was not finding knight b6 in that position. Next best move was queen h3. I don't get it. What's the point here? Oh, because it wanted me to just do the same thing. It still wants me to play the knight b6 line. Okay, so what would black play if I did this? f5 probably. Oh, and then you just castle. Wow. Wow. Okay. So the question I have now, why was knight f6 a blunder? King e6, so he played... No, he didn't play king e6. Yeah, I think I was expecting this. What was I going to play? I think I was going to play queen h3, which is an okay move. King takes, and I was looking at knight f3 and f4. Yeah, f4. Oh, then the king takes here. I was going to take this. Yeah, so this is playable. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as it made it seem. This is not, I mean, yeah, he's got two pieces, or two bishops for the rook, but still, the king is not in a good spot. So, all right, let's go back to the game. So, captures in the game. It was better to castle. Interesting. Okay, I guess because the king's better on c1, whatever. King e6 was played. Queen h3 was good. Okay, that was a good move. Yeah, that was the best move. Alright. Takes. Oh, knight f3 was better. Knight f3 was better. King f4. Now, what's the move? I'll let the chat find the move. What do we play for white to win? I'm looking at the engine and I'm still not, like, entirely sure I'm understanding. So, I'm seeing a lot of moves. G3, Queen H4, King E2. Yeah, the move is G3. The move is G3. The question that I have is, what about this? Because the engine kept showing King takes E4. It didn't show anything about this. So what's the deal here? Oh, wow. Wow. That's fancy. That's fancy. Okay, what's next, guys? What's next? It's mate in 3. Mate in 3 for white. Yeah, castles is not it. Yeah, everybody's saying G4. That's it. We play G4, and the only moves for black are here and here. This delays it one move. Queen to G3 forces the king to go over here, and then Queen E3's mate. Wow. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I bet I would have seen that in a longer game. I think I could have found that move, but not with 1 minute on the clock. So because of that, after knight f3, g3, the best move was king takes e4, and now black doesn't get mated, but we just take the material here, takes, and then we can throw in a check. Wow, king e3. Okay, and then we can... No, we don't take the queen. We play queen g2 because our queen was attacked. Wow. And if... Oh, okay. If black plays queen a5, guess what happens? Guess what happens here? Somebody tell me the move for white. This game is nuts. This game is crazy. What do we play for white here? By the way, it's mate in 3 again, if you're wondering. Yeah, the move is rook to d2. And we have a checkmate threat immediately. So black has to sack the queen. We can take it. Wow, that was such a cool little sequence. Nice stuff. So, all that to say, knight f3 was indeed correct, even though I was afraid of that. I was thinking f4, which is not actually that good after king takes. It's still good. No, it's still good for us. Knight e2 check. But then the king goes back here. And it's not nearly as good. Queen c3, king e6. And we're kind of like a little bit equal. No, it's still a little better. King e7, the king just runs all the way back. And then we take it. And we get this position. Wow. Rook and a knight. So black has 3 pieces. Yeah, this would have been tough. 3 pieces against the queen would have been very tough. Although the king's not safe. Anyway. It's not what happened, so. What did happen? I forgot what happened in the game after all that. Yeah. King f5, and then I think we played it correctly here. h4, h5. That was a good idea, pushing the pawn. Oh. Okay, there's mate in 2 for white. I'll leave you with this final puzzle. Mate in 2 for white that I missed in the game. Yeah, I think most people see it now. Queen f7. But I wanted to make it more interesting, so that's why I played all these other random moves. Wow. Hey, we did it. Mission accomplished. I'm just going to go ahead and set a goal for next stream. 2,500. Don't miss that one. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Someone's laughing at 2,500? We'll see. Hey, Dad. My dad's in the chat. Yep, later, guys. Noah, I've played chess since I was 4, so quite a while. Quite a while. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.